Okay, so today I'm going to be giving my review for week 4 of the NFL season. So, first off, this Chiefs Chargers game, Patrick got to lock in all these interceptions. I'm just like, why does this keep happening? Like he said, he has to get back to his fundamentals. And yeah, I think he's just too in his head. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. So that has to lock in. The defense, they always give up a touchdown in one of the first drives of the game, and then they really lock in. They make crucial stops. They need, to not do that at the beginning of the game. Every single game that happens, that's what I'm noticing so far. Shout out to Chris Jones. I believe he had 2 sacks. And so did what had to be done. And shout out to the whole defense. Drew Tranquil, everybody on there, because they just always do a phenomenal job of keeping them in games. So big shout out to them and everything. And yeah, Juwan Taylor, why you keep getting all these false starts? Every game, I swear he has at least 3 false starts. It's getting irritating at this point. It was good to see Travis Kelce get a bunch of catches and have a really good game. I've been waiting for the moment, and it was nice to see. Glad they got that win, but there was many opportunities the Chargers had to get it, and, they just couldn't get it done. I mean, the Chiefs got some crucial stops on defense, so shout out to them and everything. The Chargers did have some people injured this week. I feel like that's pretty important to note, so we'll see what happens going forward, but I'm glad they got the win. Like I said, it's always stressful to watch, but I'm glad they won. They just have to improve. The Cowboys, Giants. I mean, I saw this game, like most of it. My takeaway, Daniel Jones is trash. And, I mean, that was my main takeaway from this game. Shout out to Malik Neighbors. I don't like the Cowboys despite being from Texas because they're an embarrassment. That's why I root for the Texans, a team that actually doesn't choke. So, yeah, we move on. The Falcons and the Saints, didn't watch this game. I saw a few clips of it. They keep getting all these close wins. I don't expect much from Kirk Cousins, though. Bengals and Panthers, I did see a lot of this game, and I'm really happy that the Bengals ended up getting this win. I said this last week that I really wanted them to win, but I didn't think that they were going to. But Joe Burrow looked pretty good yet again, had a few touchdowns. I will say that interception was crazy, but I saw this commentator explaining like what his thought process was. He thought Jamar was going to go the other way, and then that's why he threw that whistle. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I mean, hey, his first interception on the season. So I, thought he looked great. For the most part, Jamar Chase did what he needed to do. That touchdown that he had was crazy. T. Higgins had some really good catches, so shout out to, I love T. Higgins. I really do. Probably one of my favorite players to watch. Yoshi Vach has some good moments. And, yeah, I mean, it's against the Panthers, so am I really that moved? Well, no, they're going to have to keep improving, and I don't know. I feel like they have a lot more to show me. Joe Burrow is doing Joe Burrow things. And, yeah, so I think the offense is clicking for the most part. It's the defense that I worry about. It really is. And I think Trey Hendrickson, didn't he have an injury during the game? I feel like I saw that. So, yeah, defense has to lock in and improve and everything, but I think the offense is, getting things together. But I do not think it's going to go well for them next week because they got the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm just going to count that as a loss already. I said that in my predictions video. Rams, Bears, I caught a few glimpses of this game. Caleb Williams is getting better, making some good throws, having some touchdowns. A lot of the Rams is injured. Puka Nacua is out. Cooper Kupp is out. So Matt Stafford can only do so much. But the Bears ended up getting that win, and I think that the Bears are going to continue to improve week after week after week. DeAndre Swift finally did something. All those weeks I had him on fantasy, and they couldn't get the running game for shit, and now he does something. But, congratulations to them. And on the Vikings and Packers game, I caught a fair amount of it. Justin Jefferson did what he needs to do. Jordan Addison had some good catches. Sam Darnold looked pretty decent. And, yeah, but it looked like the Packers were going to make a comeback. It really did. I think Jordan Love had 3 interceptions, which is absolutely crazy. That has to be cleaned up, I will say. He made some really clutch throws towards the end. I think they missed 3 field goals, which is insane. They need to get a new kicker because their kicker has been missing, and if the kicker would have done what he needs to do, then they would have won the game. And like I said, I feel like the Vikings are going to get beat, and the Packers are the best team to play them the whole year. So, yeah, but the Vikings defense, I think they look good, but when you give up 29 points or whatever they gave up, it's crazy. So, yeah, I think things are starting to break down. I think that this was a start. Sam Darnold disaster class is coming. I don't know when. I don't know who's going to do it, but it's coming. I've been said this. I like the Vikings, though. I do. I don't know. I just don't think that the streak can last. But, I mean, that's just me. Shout out to them. Shout out to Kevin O'Connell. Brilliant head coach. And they got that win. Jaguars and Texans. I didn't really see this game because they have all these games going on at the same time. So I didn't get a chance to catch any of it, really, and everything. Texans were were able to get that win. Congratulations to CJ Stroud. Jaguars didn't win. I mean, I wasn't surprised because I thought the Texans were going to win. I think I'm going to go watch this game in my own time and everything, but I'm just glad they got that win. I love the Texans. I do. Steelers, Colts. I thought the Steelers were going to win. They didn't. The Colts won. Anthony Richardson got injured, and Joe Flacco came in and did what he needed to do. So, shout out to them. Broncos, Jets. I did not tune into this one. I'm going to keep it real with you. I thought the Jets were going to win, and they didn't. Eagles, Buccaneers. I saw glimpses of this game and everything. I don't know. I feel like I didn't see enough to comment on. And from what the general consensus is from the Eagle fans, Nick Sirianni needed to be fired at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. Shout out to Baker Mayfield. Did what he needed to do. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to watch this back in my own time. I really don't, because I hate to see the Eagles lose. They're one of, my favorite team in the NFC. I love the Eagles, and so to see them lose, it pains me. So I'm not going to go and watch this, probably, to be honest. I might catch some highlights, but they got to get it together. They do. Yeah. Commanders, Cardinals. I predicted that the Commanders are going to win, but 42-14 is absolutely crazy. Wow. Didn't see this game, but, shout out to Jaden Daniels and the Commanders team and, those involved. 49ers, Patriots. Again, I didn't really get to see a whole lot of this game. I didn't. That might be one I go back and watch. But, shout out to the 49ers. Shout out to them and everything. I don't think Brandon Ayuk was effective in this game from what I read. Maybe he was getting, doubled and stuff like that. I don't know. But I've been waiting for weeks for him to have a good game, and it hasn't happened yet. So, shout out to the 49ers team. I saw George Kittle had a touchdown. I think that he still has a really good connection with Juwan Jennings from, the stuff that I saw. So, I predicted they were going to win, though. So, I wasn't shocked. The Raiders won this game, predicted, but I don't really go up for the Raiders, poverty franchise, and we move on. Bills, Ravens, Sunday Night Football. I literally said that this was going to be a really good matchup, and I was so happy with this game. It was so much fun to watch. Lamar Jackson looks absolutely incredible. He made some really great throws in this game, and just always a great moment with all the rushing yards he's able to get. Derrick Henry was phenomenal. The fact that their first drive, he went in, ran down the field, and got a touchdown. The time of possession for that was 12 seconds. That is insane. And I love when that happens, when they can just score a touchdown that quick, and what they were able to do with that play. Derrick Henry, yeah. And then he had that receiving touchdown later in the game. The Ravens defense, I said last week, I was scared because they were basically almost about to blow the lead, and they held on pretty firm through this game. So I think that they had that improvement. The Ravens just absolutely dominated this game. Josh Allen really could not get that much going. I mean, he was able to get, a touchdown with his team, and he had this really great throw that was really impressive. I think that was to Shakir, but he just couldn't really get much going. And then he started going haywire. He started making a lot of bad throws. A couple of them, they could have been intercepted, but, they kind of fell through their hands. So, no interceptions for him yet, but it's coming. Because one thing about Josh Allen, he a turnover machine. Coming soon. But, yeah, I really thought that the Bills were going to win because they started off so strong. But now that they got real, competition with the Ravens, they got the ass beat. The Ravens I was concerned with, the 1 and 2 start almost blowing the lead. But, they came, they did what they had to do. And I think both of these teams are fun to watch. I probably like the Ravens a little bit more, but it was a great game. I didn't watch the Titans-Dolphins game because I didn't care. And I caught, it was toward the end of the second quarter, and then it was the rest of the Seahawks-Lions game. And I'm so glad that I turned this game on. I'm so glad that I did, because this is one of my favorite games that I've seen all year. I might go back and, just watch the entire thing. But what I saw of it was super, super, super enjoyable. And so I definitely have to, tip my hat off to Jared Goff. I mean, he played phenomenal. 18 for 18, had over 200 yards. He had a receiving touchdown as well. I believe he had 2 passing touchdowns, something like that. I mean, Jared Goff was on fire. He was. I have him in one of my fantasy leagues. He's on my bench. I'll use him eventually. But I knew he was going to be good. I don't know. I was kind of why people ain't dropped Jared Goff. But I didn't sleep, though. Y'all stay safe. Shout out to Amon-Ra St. Brown for that throw for Jared Goff to get the touchdown, because that was great. He had his own touchdown, and yeah, it was just so cool to see just them trading back and forth with the possessions and stuff like that. I thought that the Lions team was really fun. Shout out to Geno Smith. I think he threw for almost 400 yards. That's absolutely crazy. I think the Seahawks had some good plays. I definitely agree that there was a missed pass interference. that would have benefited the Seahawks that they didn't call. So yeah, that was definitely a missed opportunity. I will definitely say that. But overall, this is like one of my favorite games I'm seeing this entire year. And like I said, the more that I see the Lions, the more they like. And these outfits right here, these are goated. I'm sorry. This is one of the best alternate uniforms I've seen in the NFL. Maybe I need to make a video on that, ranking the alternate uniforms. But this is my Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. This is like top 3, top 5, period. They ate. This is absolutely crazy. But yeah, Jared Goff masterclass, and I predicted they were going to win, and they did, and it's such great fashion. Shout out to both teams for real, but Jared Goff, I'm going to give him his flowers this year because he absolutely ate that game. Y'all sleep on him, y'all sleep on Jared Goff, we've been new. But that is going to be my review for this week of the NFL, and yeah, I feel like I didn't get to see as many full games as I wanted. It's just kind of hard to see all the full games when they have all of them going on at the same time with the scheduling and stuff like that, and that's like my biggest gripe with the NFL. Is I wish that they would just start more of the games earlier on Sunday. That way I can catch more of them, because it's hard to focus on 4 games at the same time. I'm missing plays from all of them, and I like when it's just like one game that I can like fully focus attention on. It's even easier if it's just 2 games, because that's what happened with that one Bills game and the Bengals game, and I was still able to pay enough attention to both games and kind of get the gist of what was going on. So yeah, that's like the thing I hate, because I will go back and watch a few of these games, but yeah, that's why my review this week isn't really as in-depth as the previous weeks. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. I think it was an entertaining week. We had some really cool plays. Let me know what you guys think down below. Who did you have on fantasy? Who did you start? Anybody that you regretted that you didn't start overall? And yeah, let's kind of continue that conversation. By the time you see this video, all my picks for week 5 finished, so you guys can check that out. Also, all my videos on the NFL will be on the end screen and below. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, you can give it a like, you can comment your thoughts, and you can also subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.